It has been a very long time since I have made just a regular hardcore world, but here we go. And we're on top of a tree. Beautiful. And there's a shipwreck right there. Sick. This looks like a pretty good seed. So as I'm just like collecting up the early game resources and whatnot, kind of wanted just to talk about my ideas for this series and my goals. So this is going to be hardcore Minecraft Shram's way. And what that means is I'm just going to be taking a much more relaxed approach to hardcore Minecraft. So like, if you've been watching my Forever World series, it's going to be very similar to that. This is probably a good time to say this too, but my Forever World is not going anywhere. It is my Forever World, like, for a reason. I'm going to have that world forever, or for just a very long time, you know? So that world isn't going anywhere. You don't have to worry about that. I just kind of wanted to start up a hardcore world again. It's been a little bit since I've just played regular hardcore Minecraft, like I just said, so felt like it was a good time. So what I mean by like a more laid back approach, probably not going to be having too many like huge automatic farms. I likely won't have like big mega bases or anything like that. So whatever you're used to seeing in hardcore Minecraft series probably won't be in this one. And this isn't to bash any like hardcore creators. I think some of them make incredible content, but I kind of just wanted to take my own spin on hardcore Minecraft here. And I think there's definitely an audience for a more kind of chilled out experience. So I hope you guys are ready for this new journey. I'm very excited for it. I love making starter houses, and that's going to be the game plan for this episode. That's going to be the main goal. Got the Coast Armor Trim smithing template before I made a pickaxe. Let's go. And we got a buried treasure map and our first piece of armor. Huge. Dude, look at that. A half of an armor slot. Whew. This world better watch out. I do want to have some self-imposed rules for myself here on this world, and I'm just going to go ahead and make an iron pickaxe right away. No reason not to, right? Let's just bypass stone and wood entirely right now. I do want to have some like self-imposed rules here on this series to like kind of halt my progression or just make it so I don't really get too overpowered too quickly. And I'm definitely going to need some help from the comments to kind of finalize these rules. The only rule that I have kind of thought of right now is just that I'm not going to be able to use a villager type until I build it a house. I think that's a pretty cool rule. So like, I want to live near a village, and like, in order to unlock a librarian, in order to trade with a librarian, I just have to build a library in the village, or like a librarian's house or something like that. Same for like the blacksmith or for the farmer or anything like that. Like I actually have to build a full house or a full like workshop for them, and I'm going the complete wrong direction. I think that's just going to be a cool challenge. It's going to cause myself to build just more things, which is always great. Building is my favorite thing to do in this game, so just figured that was a good place to start. But if you guys can think of any other like cool rules I can kind of impose on myself here, please let me know in the comments, and I can kind of showcase some of those in the next episode. And I just got hit by a pufferfish. What an interesting mob to be the first one to actually cause damage to me. As I'm just going through trying to find this treasure though, I'm gonna grab a couple other things. Saw some coal over here. Always good to get some early game coal. And then after I find this buried treasure, my next priority should probably be sleeping. I do actually see one of the newer bushes over here too. One of these firefly bushes. These are cool. I like these a lot. I don't know if you can bone meal them though. I kind of haven't messed around with them too much yet. But I really do like them. I like all the new like grass variants and stuff they added. I do keep getting distracted, man. I'm going further and further away from this buried treasure, but there's another portal over here. I'm gonna go check it out. Look at this, my enchanted golden apple. Nope. Hey, a lodestone. That's cool. Curse of binding. Let me not grab those. Once again, getting a tad bit distracted over here, but this is a much better distraction because I do need food. Hello, cows. All right, we are loading the terrain over here on the map, so we should be approaching here pretty shortly. If I can get my first diamonds out of this, that would be awesome. I do see some spruce wood just peeking up over there, so I'll have to make our way over there after this. And it looks like it's just on this little bit of land. What do we got? So no diamonds, but I do have an iron sword. That's nice. A little bit of food as well. Heart of the Sea, sure. I don't think I've ever used one of those in my life, but it's fine. And the sun is going down. That is not a good sight. We could spend the night in water That's not a bad option. It's pretty safe out there. I do just want to peek around here, though. This is a plains biome. Could very well be a village. A village here would actually be huge. Or just some sheep. See a couple sheep over there. I think that's actually enough for a bed. I can no longer sprint, though, but it's fine. Just come here. Whew. Make the bed. It's getting dark out. Make the bed. This is the fastest you've ever seen a bed get crafted, and probably the most organized inventory you've ever seen. Alright, there we go. We're gonna survive the first night. Got a little stressful, but we're good. Gonna spend a little bit more time gathering up this coal, and then I'm gonna start cooking up some food. And then probably just kill a bunch of the surrounding animals just to gather some more while the food cooks. And you already know I'm making a smoker. It's my thing. I love making smokers. You know what? I already have 22 iron ingots. I'm gonna start making some armor. It is hardcore Minecraft after all. I don't want to progress too quickly, but I also do not want to die. So we got, you know, 75% of a set of iron armor. That's pretty cool. Could honestly be fastest ever. Could have just set a world record right there. Dude, we spawned in a jungle and I didn't grab any bamboo. What a rookie mistake. I don't really want to go back though to spawn, so I'll just come back later and grab some. I do want to head over towards the spruce trees though. Grab at least a sapling there. And then I think the idea is to just look for a village. Unfortunately, like, this area right over here does look really nice. If there was a village near it, I might have even decided just to live right there. But I want to live, like, super close to a village. All right, I got myself 4 spruce saplings, so I'm going to continue heading probably in the ocean. I kind of looked on top of the spruce mountain behind me, and it looks like it led to just more regular, like, oak forest, so I'm gonna go in a different direction. I kind of want to chill around a plains biome and hopefully find a village there. This area over here looks potentially promising. Looks like a pretty large meadow biome over there. I feel like there's gotta be a village close to here. I see a village. That might be a weird village to like transform though. Regardless, let's go take a look. All right, so in the village here, it's a little bit weird. Like there's some houses up there. The terrain's not the best. But this could still work. There are some potatoes in here, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna grab those. Honestly, the main thing I'm looking for right now is a saddle. I would love a horse. Oh, a bundle. Okay, that's actually cool. I can definitely take a bundle because it'll free up a lot of inventory space. Yeah, that's sick. Okay. Very glad I just found a bundle. I didn't know you can actually find those in villages. I'm scaling this mountain over here to loot the houses up here, but also to get a better, like, view of the whole area. And I think there's more potential over here. I do also kind of like this little island right there. That could be a cool spot for a starter house. I do also really like right there. I think that's a really scenic spot for a starter house too. So I don't know. We do have some options for sure. I think I've decided where I'm going to settle down. Ooh, that archway looks really cool. Wow, look at that. So the village I was looking at is just like right over here, just on the other side of this mountain. I just wanted to check out this area over here. Looks like there was more plains, so I kind of just wanted to see if there was another village potentially that way. Doesn't look like there is, so I'm going to backtrack a little bit over to this little hill back this way, where I think would be a really cool spot for just like a little cabin. Yeah, right over here, this hill right there. I think that's just like screaming for a cabin to be on top of it. I'm gonna have to cut away a lot of this here, probably down to like this level that I'm on currently. That might take a little while with like stone and iron tools and whatnot, but I think it could be worth it. So I'm going to make 2 double chests, and we are going to settle down right here. I can also see myself potentially expanding this way. I don't know, does this completely open up over here where that can like access the ocean? Or honestly, even if it couldn't, it's fine, because if I just open it up enough, I can at least give the illusion that it accesses the ocean, because then that way I can make like a dock over here or a dock down here. I like this. I like this spot a lot. Like I said before, though, it is going to take a minute to actually tear all this away, but it won't be so bad. I'll just throw on some YouTube videos, just kind of grind it out. It'll be fine. I do want to start a tree farm. I'll start it over there. I'll start it across the pond. That means there is going to be podzol everywhere over here, but it's fine. That's a worry for me in the future. Gotta love pushing things off for your future self. Oh, there's another piece of grass. I need shears for that. Well, there's another new piece of grass. It's like smaller and a bit more dense. Just like me. I did see this ravine over here, though. Let's take a quick peek to see what this reveals. Should have brought some torches for sure, because I can't see anything. Let me actually go grab some of those, and then I'll go check that out. But it didn't look like it went down too far. I think that is just like a tiny room back there. But that's pretty cool. Maybe we can make that into something, like a place for boats to go. Or just like a cave entrance or something like that. There's options. All right, take 2 for this cave. What do we got in here? Oh, got my first couple mobs. There's a lot of zombies over here. What are the chances there's a spawner? That would just be the greatest thing since, dare I say it, sliced bread. Okay, so I'm not seeing any spawner, but it does look like a decent sized cave here. Ooh, and a skeleton. The skeleton shot the zombie. Oh, that's not good. Run! Oh, I forgot I'm like in almost full iron armor. I'm fine. I really thought this was just gonna be like a tiny little cave that I could go check out, but yeah, this thing goes pretty deep. I'm gonna keep looking around. I'm not really trying to do like a full mining session right now, but I do want to get all of this lit up. Probably be beneficial to kind of get this knocked out sooner rather than later. And at least there is a lot of coal down here, so I can keep making torches. One thing that I can't ever stop doing is just getting all of the coal I see in the early game. I just always grab it. I could probably be using this time to do so many more things. But hey, dude, the title of the series, look at it, man. It's Hardcore Minecraft my way. If I want to put 2 torches right next to each other that aren't really doing anything because they're both in the same spot, I can do that. And I can leave it there. And I'm going to, because this is my way. Found a little bit of iron over here too, so we can actually finish off our set of armor, I think. That looks man-made. Let's ignore that for a second. And, oh yeah, dude, this really goes down. If this could actually go down all the way to Deep Slate, I might be the happiest person alive. Does not look like it does that. But there's a little bit more iron over here, so can't be too sad. Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. I'm actually really glad that there's dripstone here. Because in my forever world, it took me like an entire stream, like a 2+ hour stream to find dripstone at all in that world. So the fact that I just kind of ran into a random cave and found some makes me very happy. Nothing beats a good old nap in a cave. What a great way. What a great way to sleep. But I think that's finally now this area completely lit up. But you know, this was a pretty good head start on some materials. Got a lot of coal down here. Got a decent amount of iron. And there's some more potential caves over there too. Oh my god, that scared me to no end. Hello, friend. Do you want to die? I think you do. Wait, maybe you don't. Where'd you go? Here we go. Gonna risk it. Ooh, he's mad at me. Get over there. Okay, we're good. This guy's still mad at me? Where'd he go? This Enderman is gone. He's got to be very weak though, right? I hit him a bunch of times. Oh well, he's gone. I think it is time though for the first time lapse of the series. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut away at all of this dirt and the stone, and we're gonna level everything down to right here, so we have a good platform to actually start building on. So let me cut it away to that. Hold on, the Enderman's back. Are you mad at me? I do want to kill you. Whoa! Oh no! Get back in here! Okay. Okay, we're good. Come here. Are you the same Enderman, or is this a different Enderman? It's the same Enderman. Okay. He dropped his pearl. Let's go. Anyway, let's cut it to that time lapse now. It is now exploring time, ladies and gentlemen. There's a couple things that I have my sights set on in this exploration. I want to go ahead and find every other wood type that I don't already have access to. I did pass some kind of on the way, didn't grab a sapling when I was traveling through, so I'll have to backtrack and go get like a dark oak sapling, a jungle sapling, some bamboo as well. Just kind of want to have everything at my disposal. I'm not going to use all of the wood types in my starter house, that's for sure, but obviously it's just good to have. I think I'm probably going to use like gray blocks for the walls, get some stones mixed in, probably some moss, some mossy stones, maybe some of the new moss that's in the pale oak garden. I kind of want to go find one of those just to get my hands on that new block. I've never actually used that new moss, the pale moss, but it looks really cool. It looks really good with stone. I think it blends nicely. That's probably a block that I'm gonna want to use in this world. And arguably, most importantly, I want to find a horse. So that means I also need to find a saddle. I hope I can just kind of wander into a village and find one. I don't want to actually fish for one or any other method. I'm just hoping it's easy. Yeah, it turns out you can craft saddles now. That's cool. I didn't know that at this point in the video, but I can assure you that I do eventually figure out that they are craftable now. Regardless though, let's set out on a little exploration. I got the coordinates of this area right around here, so let's start heading back. I'm gonna make my way back towards spawn, just so I can pop into the jungle, get some bamboo, and then kind of just go from there. My mic was muted, but there was some ocean ruins back there. I was still recording like the gameplay, so I can put that on screen, but I just went and looted one chest, found this Lure 2 fishing rod, which is certainly not bad. Then a trident drown spawned, and I just dipped because I did not want to deal with that. Trident drowns are insane. Even with like nearly full iron armor, they still do so much damage, so there's no way I was risking that. But we are approaching the jungle now. So let me grab up some bamboo, and then probably 4 jungle saplings, just so we can plant up one of the big trees. Why? Why are you here? This isn't even like my base, man. I just got here. The audacity to spawn here right now is crazy. That's not right. That probably shouldn't be happening. But oh well, I got my 4th jungle sapling. That's not my problem anymore. Gonna pop over here quick to get my enchanted golden apple. That's gonna be in the chest over here for sure. It's in that chest. Watch. You guys are gonna be so amazed. Look at this. Well, there's a regular golden apple. Could have been worse. Actually, I'm gonna take that helmet just for now. Could have been worse. Should we go in there right now? Just pop into an ocean monument, take down some guardians. That seems like a good idea. I think I could do that. I have, I think, 1 water breathing potion at home. That should be enough. I am gonna stick to the oceans for a little while though. See what I can find. There's usually some good loot over here. Like there's another ship down there. Think that's another ship? No, that's another nether portal. Okay, so that's where my golden apple was. Sorry, I was mistaken before. The enchanted golden apple, 100% over there. My bad. Ooh, maybe I don't want to go on this ship. I'm gonna risk it. What's life without a little risk, you know? This could be my source of moss, so it could be very important to me. Hey, it is my source of moss. Let's go. It's huge. Frostwalker boots? Why not, man? And a diamond. Okay, this chest over here also looks very, very easy to loot, so let's go grab that. What do we got down here? Another buried treasure map, some more coal, a couple stone axes. All right. If these are 2 different buried treasure maps, that could be pretty nice for us. Of course, though, before I check out either of these, gotta go get my my enchanted golden apple that is for sure in this ruined portal. I'm suspecting that some of you guys still don't believe me, but you're gonna be shocked. Just watch. Okay, these are the same buried treasure map, unfortunately, but at least we'll get one of them. Oh, this is a different buried treasure map, though. Cool. All right, so we did end up with 2 after all. Not bad. This buried treasure is just completely in the middle of the ocean. Huh, that's cool. You don't normally see that. I feel like you typically see it on actual land. Sadly, no diamonds in that one, but all good. We still have 1 more to check. I actually already looted that other buried chest. That was the first one that we actually looted in this world. Alright, whatever. At this point in my exploration, I was planning on just heading home, unloading my inventory, and then heading back out, but on my way home, it started to rain. And since I had just gotten that Lure 2 fishing rod, I figured it was a pretty good time to give it a shot. I was actually fishing here in hopes of finding a saddle. This was still before I knew that you can craft them now. So that was kind of my main plan with fishing here, but also just all the extra loot you get is definitely worth it. The rain has stopped. Unfortunately, I did not end up with a saddle, but got a pretty decent like food reserve here. Got 3 name tags as well. I don't think I got any like other good loot. Got a tripwire hook. That's garbage. Got a copper ingot as well from killing a drowned. I mean, cool, but that's not useful. Yeah, so no saddle, but it was worth a shot. I am going to head home now, like I was mentioning earlier, just so I can unload my inventory, and then we can kind of set back out again. I just unloaded my inventory into this chest here. It's very disorganized, but don't worry. I will get everything very organized once I have a house built. I also went ahead and planted down the saplings that we gathered already and the bamboo over here by the spruce trees. So kind of just continuing like the tree farm over there. I'm going to take a quick nap and then gear up to head out once again. Gonna head off in this direction here, straight east. Let's see what we can find. I'm seeing some dark oak trees here next to this birch biome. I always find dark oak next to birch. Like that has to be a thing in the game, I guess. I've always just kind of speculated that was the thing, but it's been confirmed to me way too many times for it to not actually be in the code. But hopefully there is a pale oak garden attached to this. That would be just massive. But while I'm here, let me chop down a tree or two, grab some saplings, then we can continue the search. All right, there is our 4th dark oak sapling. Let's go ahead and continue over this way. I did see an acacia biome over here just on the horizon, so let's go grab one of those saplings. And there's also a plains to the right, so pretty good chances of a village up ahead. Oh, and there's a shipwreck right in front of me. I'm blind and just didn't point it out. It's not looking too good though for there to be a pale oak garden around this dark oak forest. Maybe over here. Like maybe in that direction, because it gets a little bit snowy over there, so we're going to be moving out of like the jungle and the acacia and stuff, so maybe after we head up the acacia and the plains, we can head in this direction. Another diamond. We'll always take that. I think one of the best ways of finding like really good loot just super early on is just looting oceans. That's one of my go-to ways of gearing up in hardcore Minecraft, at least early on. You can obviously go in caves and whatnot, but they can get a little scary sometimes. Also, I see a parrot over here. Can we get a friend? 2 seeds. Come on, be enough. Come here, little guy. Nope, he's hungrier than that. That's fine. I respect it. This is the hungriest parrot I've ever seen in my life. I am now beyond committed to this guy, though. Come here. Where'd he go? Dude, this parrot's insane. Come on, man. 17 seeds. That took so long. But now we have a best friend. Yeah, dude. What's up? Look at him. Oh, that makes me happy. Okay, there's a green parrot back here, too. Let me see if I can get him. And we got the green parrot. I don't know if I've ever been this happy, dude. Look at him. Okay, so we have 3 name tags at home. Please name both of these parrots. I just need some name suggestions in the comments. I'll pick 2 next episode. That is so good. Okay, cool. What was I doing? I think I was following this treasure map. Let's keep going. And I can kind of see the next like biome past the dark oak forest over here. Doesn't look like it goes to pale oak, but that's okay. No more diamonds, but we got some TNT. That's pretty cool. A little bit more food. I'll always take that. I don't really need all of these water breathing potions, but oh well. Ooh, a lush cave. Okay, I'm gonna jot down these coordinates. That's something I will definitely want to come back to later. Hello, hello, village. How are you all doing? Look at your new cows. What's up? And you also best believe I'm taking all of these hay bales. Not for food, though, of course. Who would use these on food? And any rational person would use it on packed mud. Yeah, we got some illegal grass. And another bundle. But we got some illegal grass. I love me some illegal grass. You okay if I take that? Thanks. Appreciate it. The other cleric said it was fine, so hope you understand. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Do you think we should go in there? I think we should go in there. We could take it, right? What do you guys think? You think we should go in there? I'm gonna probably stop making that joke now. I think my plan is to search around for another like 10, 15 minutes. See what else I can find, and then if I don't find anything interesting, probably just head back home and just start gathering up the materials that I have access to. I can always update my starter house afterwards if needed. What do you guys think? Should we go in? I am now back home. I continued exploring for a bit, didn't really find anything too useful, but I found out something incredibly useful. You can craft saddles now, dude. I had no idea. And it really isn't much to craft. Just a couple leather and then a piece of iron. I'm gonna go get a horse. I want one. In the morning, though, of course, because it's scary out here. All right, it's getting dark out, man. Come on. I gotta make it back home. I forgot my bed. Okay, this horse is very fast. This is going to be my new horse. Let's go, man. I'm so excited that I got a horse. I do need to, like, really run back home, though, because I don't have my bed. But please, in the comments, name this horse my third best friend on this world. Not many hearts in this guy, but it's fine. We should be good. Really like this speed. Oh, the jump is crazy, too. This horse is insane. That new horse is going to make exploring so much easier in future episodes. I do wish I could have found a pale oak garden and also just a mangrove swamp. That's all right. We can search for those biomes in a future episode and it'll be all good. I do think I have access to a lot of good materials in this area here. I should be able to make a pretty good looking starter house, like starter cabin. It's going to be very small, but it's all right. I don't want my starter house really ever to be that big. I like having the need to like move out eventually. I think it just makes the game a little bit more fun for me. So I'm going to go around, collect up some materials, and then I'll be back to go over the color palette before I actually start building.
I went ahead and gathered up just a little bit of materials here. We got some spruce wood. We got a couple different like stone blocks. We got some moss as well. So I'm hoping that this is enough to finish off like the starter house that I kind of have in mind. But it is raining, as you can tell, and I kind of want to take advantage of fishing once again. I normally like never fish in my Minecraft worlds. I've been trying to do it more often in the most recent worlds that I've made, and I kind of want to continue that here. Just, you know, whenever I think about it, when it's raining, I kind of want to pop over here and just fish for a little bit and just see what we can get, because you can seriously get some really good books by fishing. So this would be a pretty good like head start on enchanting here. I don't have too many more uses on this fishing rod. I think I might just go until this fishing rod breaks. Hopefully I can get another one. Hopefully I can just fish up another fishing rod here. That is a trident drowned. I am out of there. No, thank you. My fishing rod did not break, but I am not risking it with a trident drowned nearby. I do kind of want to see if I can kill him, though. Hold on, this could be big. There's no way he drops his trident, right? Trident drowned is now dead, but I don't think he dropped his trident. He did leave a mess, though. Jeez, dude. Wish I could just pick this one up. To go over the color palette here, before I actually start building, I'm gonna want the majority of the house to be made out of stones. So we're gonna have some cobblestone, of course, but then also with this cobblestone, we're gonna have a little bit of a mossy cobble and then some moss as well. So we'll have this kind of design going around the whole thing, and then just in a few different spots I will work in some regular stone, but I kind of don't want to place it down actually because I don't have silk touch right now, but just imagine there's regular stone right there. When I'm building with regular stone as well, I do also like incorporating just a little bit of mud, like a little bit of packed mud into the walls too. If there was stone all around this, it would look a lot better. I think the stone and the packed mud blend in super nicely together, and it genuinely just looks like this is just a piece of stone that's just covered with mud. So I like doing that in just a few spots. I don't want to go crazy with it, but every so often, I think this is a good touch. And then the roof is going to be very simple. It's just going to be out of spruce wood. I'm not exactly sure of the shape just yet, but I'll probably keep it fairly straightforward. I will definitely add some texture variation into the roof, because I do like what spruce into mud brick and then into jungle planks looks like. So I'll probably do something like that on the roof as well, just to kind of change it up from being only spruce wood. So that's the idea for the house. Let's go ahead and actually start building this thing. All right, here is a look at the new starter cabin and the tree I built right next to it. I think it's really cozy. This is like the exact vibe that I wanted to go with here for episode 1, so I'm really happy with how this turned out. Got a little farm next to it too. I still have to wait for some of this stuff to grow in so I can actually fill it completely out, but we have a small farm over to the left and then a small tree here as well over to the right. This isn't one of my best trees, but I still think it's fine. Not too bad, I guess, for a first episode. Outback is still a complete mess. I still have all of my storage and my furnaces and whatnot still just chilling back here, and the birds, so gotta move all this at some point. But we have a small like collection of hay back here too. Just figured it was a good spot for that. We actually have a little area for the horse too, so he's not in the ground anymore. So our unnamed horse has at least a roof over its head, so that's nice. The interior is still entirely empty except for a bed, and I guess I did put the floor in, so I'm making a little bit of progress in here. But I do think I'm going to pick up with the interior next episode, so I think that's going to do it here for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed this one. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.